How to convert rice husks, sawdust, peanut shells, and other powdered materials into high-quality pellets. How to design a simple production line. Today, I will tell you. First of all, a major advantage of powdery materials is that they do not require crushing or grinding. You can consider directly granulating, but we must pay attention to these two factors. 1. A material composition. Materials before granulation must not contain metals or stones and other impurities. 2. Material moisture. Before granulation, the moisture content of the material needs to be controlled between 10% and 15%. In view of the fact that there are two situations, there are impurities in the material or the moisture is too high. We have 3 simple solutions. First, the material is fine and free of impurities and has appropriate moisture content. You can choose to purchase a belt conveyor and a pellet machine to build a simple production line configuration. The material is transported to the pellet machine through a belt conveyor for granulation. The process is simple and maintenance is convenient. If the material has no impurities and only has a high moisture content, you can add a drum rotary dryer before granulation to dry the material before granulation. Second, if the material contains impurities and has the right amount of moisture, you can choose to purchase a screening machine, a pellet machine, and 2 belt conveyors to build a production line configuration. The material passes through the first belt conveyor and is transported to the screener for screening. This can remove impurities in the material. The screen material is then conveyed to the pellet machine through the second belt conveyor for granulation. Third, if the material contains impurities and has a high moisture content, you can choose to purchase a screening machine, a dryer, a pellet machine, and 3 belt conveyors to build a production line configuration. The material is conveyed to the screening machine through the first belt conveyor for screening. The screen material is then conveyed to the dryer through the second belt conveyor for drying. The moisture content of the material is controlled between 10% and 15%. The dried material is then conveyed to the pellet machine through the third belt conveyor for granulation. The above 3 solutions are just simple solutions for conventional powder granulation. Due to the lack of cooling and packaging sections, the labor cost is high. If necessary, it is necessary to add to equipments, cooling machine and packaging machine. Other more specific process designs also need to formulate different solutions according to the customer's site, materials, output, budget, etc. Yulong has nearly 30 years of experience, professionally providing customers with high-quality solutions. The company has a full range of equipment. Quality is guaranteed. Want to inspect large-scale dense molding production line equipment? Shandong Yulong welcomes you to visit the factory.